you know, quite frankly, if you're not a gentleman of a certain age, at least 50 and up, but even older than that, really. Um, if you really want to talk about the beginnings, man, you need to be at least 60 years old, sir. Um, so we got some real pioneers in the house tonight. Hope to get a whole slew, but we got some good ones right here that's going to get into this whole history of hip hop, who was there, who was doing what was going on at what time. We're going to try to get some sense of it all. What is mythology? What is not? And get some clarity on timeline, influence, all of that. All right. Uh so I guess first up, I'll bring up my brother who really set this up. Uh Legendary promoter from back in the days, original hip hop. Man, I don't even know what to say. Oh, I, just someone who was definitely there when all of this shit started and gonna help bring us some clarity. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Van Silk to the show right about now.
What's up, brother?
Peace.
Peace, God. Lord,
how you, my brother?
How you feeling?
I'm great.
It's a wonderful thing, man. It's a wonderful thing. The only thing I'm going to say before you start questioning, it's sad that in the 49th year of hip-hop, we still have to have this type of conversation. And it goes to show that a lot of the Similac babies don't understand. And I'm a Carnation baby.
Well, speaking of Similac and Carnation baby, that's funny that you say that because I was a Carnation baby as well. Why don't you give people just a little bit of your history, who you are, what you mean to this hip hop game, and why you are somebody that we should listen to as far as you was there in the beginning.
I'm from this. I was born in the South Bronx, 64 years old. For Patterson Projects.
10 years older than me.
Patterson Projects, where Nate Archibald, Guy Fisher, Iron Barkley, and part of the Digging of the Crate crew come from. I moved to John Adams and Jack Snapper. But my history in hip hop, I was co-signed by Lubbock Starsky and cool DJ A.G, who is no longer here with us.
Rest in peace.
And we grew within the 5-block radius of each other. And me and AJ was the same age, and we was 3 years older than Lubbock. So for 2 years, I was promoting parties under AJ. For 2 years. Called myself a flyer boy. And me and AJ got into a dispute over the Force MCs of wanting to put him on the show. And he didn't want to do it. And I said, okay, you know what, man? You do your thing, I'm going to do my thing. So I put the Force MCs on their first show. They started working with me. And then the same year, I put Dougie Fresh on. But just from doing the parties, me, Mike, and Dave started doing parties together. Me and Hurt did parties later on when the T Connection became Spiderweb. I did over 150 hip-hop jams.
And listen, what year are we talking about? What year are we talking about when you first started doing hip-hop jams?
For me, or when I started working with AJ?
Both. When did you first start rocking with AJ, and then when did you break off, start doing your own thing?
78.
78.
Because I was doing other things in my life, and I was contributing money with him to get fly, because we were doing a lot of PALs and stuff like that. And before, Jamal, can I say this before I get finishing me? I want everybody to please understand. Groups like the Furious 3 and 4 MCs, Melly Mel, all of them, and Funky 4, these guys and artists and Sharrock, they were doing parties only getting $10 a man. $10.
Facts.
But let me get back to
And we thought when I'm listening to the tapes though, I thought they was getting paid. I thought motherfucker they was talking about, and we got $100 a blow and all this kind of shit they was talking about, and we're gonna get the gusto and all of that type of shit. I thought they was getting some gusto, but anyway, go ahead.
So, eventually Mike and Dave stopped doing parties because around 83, 84, a lot of the groups, the younger groups coming in like Fearless, and it was getting the record deals, and we couldn't afford to pay them the $300-400, so they was getting $1,000 from Lady Blue downtown. So I did Roxy's on Fridays, and after I did the Roxy's, I went on to do the first hip hop TV pay-per-view special called Rap Mania. 50 acts. And then I was supposed to do, I came up with Big Daddy Kane and Rakim, LL and Mo D at that time in 91. $1 million for LL and Mo D to go at it, and $500,000 for Kane and Rakim. That's the same thing that Kane talks about now. But it was funny because Don King and Donald Trump was going to put the money up. And then instead of that happening, I went to do Sisters in the Name of Rap with Yo-Yo, MC Light, Vanessa Sequence, Antoinette, Roxanne Shante, Salt and Pepper, Queen Latifah for TV. So I did the first two. But in between, I worked at Spring Records that had King Tim III, Steve Rifkin with a little kid running around with his father and uncle. Then I went to RCA Records. And at the same time, I was involved with the whole mixtape game. Me, K. Slade, when he came home, me and him started doing everything with the whole mixtape game. And then for the mixtape game, I went to the whole urban model game. Buffy the Body, Hoops, Esther Baxter, Gloria Velez, Sunday Carter. That was all me. And then, I was at the record labels at RCA and Rough House Records, running the label and all that stuff. So I've done a lot. I helped a lot of people in this business. I put a lot of people in this business, and I've worked with a lot of groups from 78 to 91. 99% of the groups in that generation did shows for me.
Facts. Okay. Well, listen, I want to bring our other brother in as well. Before we really start getting in, because a lot of this conversation is about Black American people, and also we know that Puerto Ricans were early participators in this hip hop shit. That's without a doubt. And this brother right here was